How much thought have you given to your target audience? For most, the answer is not nearly enough. Ferris here. In this series, I'll be highlighting the key areas of marketing every entrepreneur should know. Unless you have someone buying, you don't have a business. I'll show you how to target an audience so you never run out of leads. A 15-minute exercise in a business workshop can get you started, but you need much more. Your target audience is one of the most important aspects of defining and then marketing your business, and it's often overlooked. And the more time you spend understanding their specific needs, wants, and desires, the things that will make your solution resonate with them, the better chance your consulting business will thrive. First, ask yourself where you already have experience. Start with what you already know. What skills are you bringing to your new venture? What types of clients have you worked with directly or indirectly as an employee in the past? Which industries have you worked in? Hopefully you've already asked yourself these questions, but if you need a primer, check out my series on vetting your business idea. Once you've answered questions about your experience, your expertise, and clients who you've worked with in the past, step 2 is about identifying the audience for your new business. If the future clients of your new consultancy or professional services startup is an audience that you're already familiar with from past work, you'll need to do less audience research. In this way, it can be an advantage to focus your new venture on an audience that you do already know. When I started my marketing analytics agency with my partner, we first focused on small businesses in industries we knew, so our audience research was relatively light. It was a while before we were able to serve Fortune 500 and then later Fortune 100 clients, but we got there because we took the time to understand each target audience as we progressed. As another example, say that you've worked at a financial planning firm and have dealt mostly with early career investors. If you're starting your own financial consultancy and plan to still target the same group, you'll need to put less work into defining your audience. If, on the other hand, you want your financial consultancy to target people who are mid-career or nearing retirement, you'll need to study your ideal future clients more closely so you can align your services and messaging accordingly. Whether you're targeting a new audience in the earliest stages of your startup or you're aiming to reach additional audiences, there are two main considerations for researching and defining your audience. A, their demographics, and B, their psychographics. And before we continue our discussion, if you have specific questions about identifying your target audience or other challenges for your new consulting or professional services business, visit startupwithferris.com and submit the Ask Ferris form. Some entrepreneurs I talk to can easily discuss the demographics of their target audience. This is just factual data about people. With B2B clients, demographic data could be considered to include data points like number of employees, industry, annual revenue, geographic locations, number of years in business, and so on. For B2C clients, demographic data applies even more directly and can include marital status, age range, household type, household income, number of children, education level, occupation, political and religious affiliation, race, and gender. This information is important because it can help direct where you should invest marketing time and money, but it only tells half the story of your target audience. Many entrepreneurs pay little attention to the other half of the data, psychographics. Understanding the emotional needs and desires of your target audience is at least as important as understanding the demographic aspects of their lives. What's your target audience passionate about? What do they value? What keeps them up at night? In short, what are your target market's needs, desires, and aspirations? What are their pain points? Think along the lines of problems, fears, and insecurities they might be facing or any frustrations they have with the way things are currently done. These questions may sound like they're limited to consumers in a B2C situation, but psychographics apply to B2B audiences just as much. Whether you're targeting consumers or large enterprises, there will always be an individual making the decision about engaging with you for consulting or professional services. And understanding the emotional side of your target audience, it matters because all buying decisions are emotional at some level. Everyone wants to feel valued, connected, empowered, competent, loved, and happy. A great deal of research has shown that people largely make decisions based on these emotions, and then justify the decisions through logical reasoning. To win your audience's attention, first make the connection between the problem you solve and the emotional satisfaction that it'll provide, and logically reinforce that connection with additional evidence, such as statistics, testimonials, and case studies on related successes. Make sure that you approach this ethically, of course. The service you provide should always give real value and make your clients feel good about their decision to work with your consultancy. It is the only way to build a sustainable business, and it's the only right thing to do. This concludes part 1 of our discussion on target audience. We've reviewed your expertise and the differences between demographics and psychographics and why they matter for both B2B and B2C. So for now, get clear on your expertise. Which elements of your skill set and background are you preparing to offer your future clients? Understand who your audience is, their demographics and psychographics. It may be easier if your consulting venture first targets an audience that you already know and later expand to new audiences. If you're finding these tips helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel or add a comment on YouTube. And check out startupwithfares.com to access more resources and to learn how you can give back at any stage of your startup journey.